What's up, everyone? Kyle here. I'm really excited to be starting a subscription for this podcast. Now, that doesn't mean that you need a subscription to listen to this podcast, but the benefits of getting a subscription are no ads like this one, and a shout out on each episode, as well as knowing that your money is going towards doing something good. This money is not meant to go to me. Some of it is meant to help me maintain this podcast and keep getting guests on, but most of it is meant to go towards providing school supplies towards kids in need. It's my commitment to put $3 of every monthly subscription towards providing school supplies to kids in need and helping them achieve their goals and dreams as well. This is a passion of mine. This is something that I really have been pursuing. This is why I have started all this, the podcasting, the books, everything like that, was to give opportunities to other people. So I'm very excited to be able to do this now. The subscription is $4.99 a month, so nothing crazy, less one cup of coffee a month, that sort of thing. But it's very exciting, and it's going towards something that I am really passionate about and believe in. And I hope you enjoy the benefits of being a premium subscriber. There'll also be discounts and things along the way that I'll make available to people as time moves on and as this continues to grow. The link to subscribe is in the description below, so check that out. There's also a link to donate towards the mission of providing school supplies to those in need, so you can do that as well. Thanks again, and enjoy the episode. Welcome, everyone. This is Our Travel Experiences. I'm your host, Kyle Rasmussen, and today I'm with my awesome Everest Base Camp guide, Anil. Anil, how are you today?
I'm very good.
Good. Glad to hear. I know we were just talking about just how I'm kind of crazy on your trip here, a little different than maybe what you're used to. But so far the trip's been a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for the rest of it. So just kind of tell the listeners, who you are and how you became a guide to the mountains in Nepal.
So I'm Anil. So I'm from Nepal. We call Sindhupalchok is 60 kilometers away from Kathmandu. And then now I'm doing guide in the mountains. People taking in the many different mountains. So I became a guide from the Deccan Nepal, which is one of the company. Deccan Nepal run the all treks and tours in Nepal, and then that's company owner is from our village, is Somtamang. So because of him, I get opportunity to be guides, and then I'm very inspired from him to be guides and doing something different for the community also through my organization.
Yeah. So I know we'll get into FHC in a minute, but what did it take to become a guide? What did you have to do?
So we have to do lots of training from the government to be the guides. So we have to pass all those tasks which government give us, and then I passed all those tasks, and then now I became a guide, and then I can able to people leading in the mountains.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get through all the requirements?
It's depend on the people also, but government, they give us 45 days training for everyone.
Wow.
And then but we need others experience also. We have to go mountains, and then we have to know how we feel in the mountains.
Yeah. I'm sure you got to know a lot of different things, because I mean, this is really high elevation, the top of the world here, and you're taking people out that have never experienced this before. So it's a pretty tough job.
It looks like a tough job, but we're enjoying here in the mountains.
Yeah. So how many times have you been to Everest Base Camp?
I've been many times. Since 2017 I have been doing guiding taking people in the Everest Base Camp and many different, but I haven't counted, but I have been there many times.
Lots of times.
Yeah.
You're a regular up there.
Yes, regular. Normally in a year, maybe 7, 8 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That means you're in good shape. That's a lot of hiking.
Yes.
Have you been to what other mountains have you guided people on?
So I guided people in the Annapurna Base Camp and then Manaslu Circuit, Annapurna Circuit also, and Everest Base Camp, 3 passes, yes, and Mustang, Upper Mustang. There is many trekking trails people are doing. Yeah.
Wow, so you've been in a lot of places.
Yes.
What's the hardest one, do you think, to do?
So hardest one is I've been many mountains and I done lots of trekking, but Everest Base Camp is one of the hardest one. Is because of the high altitude. But other mountains, it's also hard. But Everest Base Camp, I feel so harder than other trekking trails in Nepal.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing the hard one.
Yeah.
So, what's been maybe some of your like 1 or 2 favorite moments of guiding?
Meeting with the new people.
Yeah.
And then sometimes with some people changing many different things for the community also. Yeah, that's very great memories for me, and then that's a great moment for me, changing for myself also, for our community also.
So by guiding these treks, how are you helping the community?
So I'm in Nepal. We have one organization that we call Friends of Himalayan Children, which is working in our village, and then we've been supporting many school and then many students from our organization. So I'm the president of the organization now, and then I tell all the people about the charity, and then people they support to us for more changing and then more do something different. Yeah.
So what is Friends of Himalayan Children? What do you guys do?
So Friends of Himalayan Children is non-profit organization in Nepal. It's been working since 12 years in our community, helping at school, and then helping for the many student, and then we've been helping for the high school student also, because many people after finish the school they couldn't afford for the high school in Kathmandu for the good education. We've been doing all those things also, and then especially Friends of Himalayan Children, the organization is focusing on the girls empowerment, because in Nepal, before 10 years, we had lots of girls trafficking. Because of that time, we didn't have education, or we didn't have any organization to support and then give them some education to change. But we have been doing since many years, but now it's changed lots, and then now it's almost like over. There is no one is in the girls trafficking. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So how many girls have you helped?
So we've been helping more than 100 girls, including school and high school.
Wow.
And then yes, there is boys also, because of in our Nepal and then in our remote villages, all parents are same, because of they couldn't make money from anywhere and anything. They just stick on the farming, and then
yeah. So it's different in Nepal. You have to pay for education each year.
Yes.
And does the price go up each year?
Yes, the prices go up with each year with a different grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much? What does it start at, and then maybe what's like the kids who are the oldest in high school age? What does it cost for them?
For the high school is it will cost $500, and then
Wow.
for the school it will like maybe $200 for the school student for the who is studying in grade 9 and 10, but who are in below grade 8 cost like $100.
Wow. I mean, that's still a lot of money to go to school.
Yeah, that's very lots of money. Even in our village, like 100 rupees, it's big money for our community people
Hmm.
because there is no way to uh, earn the money and then make the monies.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So what kind of things are you guys doing to help these kids?
Mm, we want to give them good education.
Hmm.
After they get good education, they can get many opportunity,
Hmm.
and then after that, they can change their families, and then community and society. All those people there.
Yeah. And you were telling me um, that many kids have to travel really far to get to the school. So you guys have a hostel, is that right?
Yes, we have a hostel which is owned by our organization FSC. That's hostel normally we rescued for the who are the orphanages and then who are couldn't afford for education and who are like left the school. We just rescue them and then keep them our hostel and then giving them all things whatever they need for their life like education, accommodation, everything. And
Wow.
then for the school in our village, we call Batasi. That's our village. We have a school which is grade up to grade 10, but there is many villages around our village, but they don't have they don't have a school like in our village. And then all those people, students from the different villages, they have to come over to our village. Mm, They have to walk like a 5 kilometers,
Wow.
come to the school and then go back to the 5 kilometers again.
That's a lot. That's
Yes,
3 miles a day for
yes,
the Americans listening.
yes. Many students they have been doing that, and then very soon with FSC and collaboration with some organization in Australia, Rotary Club.
Hmm.
So we are going to build a big hostel for all those students who are work from the very far away. So we want to keep there, and then we want to give them great opportunity, and
Hmm.
then we want to give them
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen any kids that you've helped out like go on to college or get, good jobs to give back to the village?
Yes, many of them. They just we've been supporting them, and then they finish their school or university, and then they come back with the village, and then they come back with something else for the village, and then
Hmm.
that's very good, and then we are very happy to for everyone. It's
Yeah.
example, it's me, and then the
Uh-huh.
organization, the Friends of my Children, who've been supporting for my education to finish my high school. So after finish my high school, I've been working with the Friends of my Children many years, and then now I became a president, and then I'm
Yeah.
I'm running all those projects with the organization doing in Nepal.
So you're a great success story.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And now
yes,
you get to give back. That's really
yeah,
cool.
yes,
And you said you're president this
yes.
year. What's that been like?
Uh, I feel so happy also, and then it's a great opportunity, and then this is also big responsible for me.
Hmm.
I have to run all those projects which is run by our organization, and then we have to support for all those students who have been support from the our organization. Yeah, very happy.
I'm sure it's a lot of work too.
Yeah, yeah, it is a lot of work, but doing something for the community and then doing something better for the community and then those students I'm happy to do.
Hmm.
Yes.
What's your goals over the next year?
Next year, I want to from the organization we want to support for the more high school student. It's
Hmm.
because of the fun we haven't support many of them who needs help for the high school, and then next year we want to support for the many students who are doing high school in Kathmandu.
Yeah. If for people that are listening, how can they best help you and FHC?
So we have a FSC Friends of Children, Friends of Himalayan Children web page also.
Okay.
So if you go there and then you just connect with us, we will show you the how to donate and how to send the money to us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll put that in the description
Yes.
on this.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully, we can get lots of support for you because I think it's a really honorable organization and it's great work that you're doing. I've learned a lot just in the last few days from you about it and all the challenges you faced and the successes that you've had. So it's really cool and inspiring for me. So back to the guiding really quick. What's I guess in your experience, what's been some of the hardest parts of guiding and maybe some of the best parts? I know you kind of already touched on it a little bit.
Yes, the hardest part is sometimes some people get sick in the mountains. It's very hard for us because we need to take care of them, and then but fun part of and then good part is always meeting with new people and then sharing many different stories like our FSC, myself, any other things we have been doing. Yeah, that's yeah.
And you said you were telling me yesterday that most people start getting sick after 14,000 feet or 4,000 meters. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
It's because of in Nepal, until 4,000, it's a tree line. We get a tree, but after 4,000, the no more tree, and then that's why the oxygen level it goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What can people do? I'm curious for myself, who's about to go over 14,000 feet. What can someone do who's hiking to not get sick?
So first you have to feed with the physically.
Yeah.
And then you have to drink lots of waters there. And then you have to be positive with your mentally also.
That's important.
That's very important. Like, and then if you eat well and sleep well in the mountains, and then if you are fit enough, you will be okay in the mountains.
Yeah.
High altitude sickness and the high altitude effect is same for everyone, even for us. Yes.
Yeah. That's I know it's a real challenge that we face. I know also for me, I've learned that there's medication that you can take to kind of help get more oxygen in your system, so that can be helpful too. But we'll see how it works in the next couple of days. I know we got some hard hiking ahead of us. What should people know who are maybe coming to trek in Nepal? What should they know about trekking?
They have to know about the trekking is first. They have to have enough training. Many times, many people they don't have a good information about the trekking, and then they come here and then they feel so hard, and then they have to give up from the halfway or somewhere. It's better to know with the full of information and then enough training and then full of positive mentally, and then yeah.
It's a long ways to get here if you're not prepared.
Yes, not prepared, not good in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of the trekking.
Yeah. What are your goals as a guide or your own trekking?
My goals is always I want to make the success the destination which I taking people in the mountains.
Yeah.
And yes, after they've been success and they get to the destination, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah. And I think you told me yesterday, do you want to climb Mount Everest itself?
Yes. In the future, very soon, I want to climb the Mount Everest. It's because of it's good experience for me also. And then yeah.
That would be quite the achievement.
Yes, yes.
um, what I think you told me yesterday. How many times has the guy who's been there the most?
Yes, 26 times.
26 times. That's crazy.
The guy from this region, from the Everest region,
Yeah.
his name is Kamiriti Sherpa. He been to 26 times up in the Mount Everest.
Wow, that's insane. That's a lot of times.
Yes.
That's a lot of hiking. Pretty wild. And then what? Right now we're recording this from Namche Bazaar.
Yes.
Um, Tell me a little bit about this town and how it kind of grew up.
So Namche Bazaar is, everybody says it's a gateway up the Mount Everest, and then it's a little town, and then it was the town for the trading center from the Tibet and Nepal. So from Namche, Tibet is very close. Before many years, the Tibet people came to the Namche, and then they had many trading, like selling animals and then bringing something to Nepal to selling, like rice and everything. That's why people say Namche Bazaar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the town. I mean, I didn't expect basically like a normal city to be here.
Yes.
This high up. We're at just over 11,000 feet, which is pretty wild. But they got everything here.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy, and we just got to play volleyball at probably the coolest setting for sure I've ever played in.
Okay.
It's surrounded by these huge mountains at 11,000 feet. It was pretty wild. But so thank you for that experience. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, we had lots of fun.
Yeah. And you were telling me, so we've seen a lot of porters taking goods up and down the mountain. You told me a crazy number yesterday. What's the maximum amount of weight that a porter will carry?
120 kilograms.
120 kilograms. For those in America listening, that's about 260 pounds, which is crazy. That's so much weight.
Yeah, like a 17 kg and then 80 kg. It's normal, everybody carrying here.
Yeah, 70 to 80, which is like 165 to 180 pounds, which is a grown man's weight. That's a lot of weight, and these guys truly are the heroes of the mountain. I mean, I can't even imagine doing that for a living. That's hard. That's a lot of work. But they do it every day. They climb up and down the mountain.
Yes.
And we got porters carrying some of our stuff too on this trek, so I appreciate them for sure doing all of that. But that's pretty much the only way that you can get stuff up here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, I guess you could probably take some stuff in a helicopter, maybe.
Yes, some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything is carried by people.
Wow.
Donkeys, yaks.
Yeah. Which, sitting here where we're recording this, I mean, you got chairs, you got stoves, you got toilets.
Yes.
We got fully constructed buildings.
Yes.
I mean, I can imagine how much work it took to build this town.
Yeah, it's a crazy ride.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
But it looks like people make it work.
Yes.
They find a way to make it work. And if you can hear in the background, there's also some animals that help take stuff up, right?
Yeah.
the yaks and the donkeys.
Yes. Cows.
Cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those along the trek as well. So, in what should people know about Nepal in general? What would you like people to know?
I really want to, especially people know it's a mountain country also, because we have many highest many mountains here. People know it's a mountain country also. Yeah, I have to say that. Thanks.
Yeah. And there's many different cultures, right?
Yeah,
Depending on where you live.
yeah, we have many different cultures, and then many different caste people in Nepal. Like every different caste people have a different cultures, different language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many languages are spoken?
People is speaking the many different languages, like maybe 26, 27 different languages.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
lot. And is it mostly rural? I mean, you said mountains. I know we got to see some of it. But is Kathmandu really the only big city?
Yes, Kathmandu is the capital city of Nepal, and then that's a big city in Nepal. Yeah.
And you said you go there to for your organization, right?
Yes.
You lobby to the government, is that right?
Yes, we have to collaboration with the government, and then they have many rules and regulation, which is for our organization. So we have to be always up to date with them, because government always keeping their in eyes where his money is using and where his money is going.
Yeah.
That's
Of
the
course.
that's the most important. And then
but yeah, once you're out of Kathmandu, it's very very different.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we got to experience Kathmandu for a couple days, which was nice, but definitely a big city. And then out here, it's very small and rural.
Yes.
Not a lot of people.
Yeah.
So tell me, as a guide, what is the meal that all the guides like to eat?
Dal bhat.
Dal bhat.
That's Nepalese foods. Rice curry, lentil soup, and many different curries, and then pickles also. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had it a couple times already, and it's really good. I've really enjoyed it. You wouldn't. I don't know if I necessarily expected it to be as good as it was, but you mix everything together, and it fuels you up to go hike up the mountain.
Yeah.
What when you're in your village, do you still have dal bhat every day?
Yes.
Is that kind of like the traditional meal that everyone eats?
Yeah, it's a traditional meal for everyone, and then we always have a lunch and dinner is dal bhat. Yeah.
Oh, it gives you a lot of energy.
Lots of energy.
And people normally drink like tea, coffee here.
Normal tea and the coffee is in Koreas. People are not in our village. People don't know the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only drink tea.
Only drink tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's been a really fun experience so far for me personally. These last few days and getting to meet you. I mean, I feel like we were supposed to meet. And, it's been a lot of fun getting to know you and asking you a million questions about everything. But what have you thought about the trip so far?
It's been great until now, and then we'll have a great time up in the mountains also. Yes.
And we always have to go left around all the Buddhist
things. Yeah.
So that we can have good luck up there.
Yes,
right?
Good luck up there.
Are most people in Nepal do they believe in Buddhism?
No, Buddhist is like now I think it's 15% of Nepalese population who believe for the Buddhist, but in Nepal it's many Hindus.
Many Hindus too. Yeah. Okay.
More than 17% of people who believe in the Hindus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know you said there's a lot of cultures. Do they kind of follow their own sorts of like religions or traditions too?
Yes.
Like the chicken and the alcohol?
Chicken. Yes. Like Hindus people, they believe it's a different way. Like Hindus, they have many gods, and then they have many temples with many different gods, and then many different gods in the temple, they sacrifice animals like a goats or chicken. But in the Buddhist cultures, they never kill anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all about peace, right?
Yeah, it's all about peace. The Buddhism is all it's always for the peace. And then,
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really cool to see the different, the prayer flags and the prayers on the rocks and those sorts of things. Really interesting. Can you speak a little bit more about Buddhism and like kind of what it is or some of the details of it?
yeah, Buddhism, we believe, and then everybody believe is the Buddha was born in Nepal. It's like in like a 5th, 6th century, and then the Buddhism is began from that guy who was the Buddha, and then.
What's up, everyone? Kyle here. I am super excited to share that my audiobook version of Travel Tips is up now. You can find it on Audible, Libro.fm, and anywhere else that you get your podcasts. Go check it out and buy a copy. It also has 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes of bonus commentary that isn't in the actual book, so that's a little added bonus. But go check it out. I appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode.
Now it's getting popular also because Buddhism is always it for the peace, and then always for the we always believe for the mountain also God, and then we respect everything from the Buddhism, and then that's why
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cool. So when you're not guiding or working in your organization, what do you like to do if you have any free time?
So if I have a freedom, I always busy on the working for the organization. Like yes, the trekking is only we would do in the season, like autumn season. This is autumn season now, and then in winter, like January, December, January, February, we'll have a full time free.
Yeah.
And go back to the village and then working for the organization. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then you work mainly for Take On Nepal, right?
Yes, I work mainly for the Take On Nepal.
What? Tell me a little bit about that company.
Yeah, Take On Nepal is a company which is training for the women guide also, because now we have many women's guides who doing trekking with a group of people from the many countries. In Nepal, before there wasn't women guides at all, but Take On Nepal started the girls became a guide, and then but now many companies also doing the women guide also. But normally Take On Nepal always focusing for the women guides and then empowering for the women's. Yeah.
How many women guides have you trained?
We have been trained lots. Now we have like 10 girls who doing mountain guides for the Take On Nepal, and then many of them they get married.
Yeah.
They just be the housewife now. It's a Nepalese culture.
So it sounds like traditionally or in the past, women might not have had a lot of opportunities outside of the home. Is that right?
Yes, it was, because even like before, like in our age when I was in the school, like age of my girls from the village, they never came to the school because parents they never send them to the school, because the parents always tell them, and then always telling them like you are the girls, you cannot do anything like boys, and then you will get married with someone, and then you have to work for your house, your husband house, and then husband families, and then yeah.
So you like through your organization, you're changing that, and then through Take On Nepal, you're changing that as well.
Yeah, Take On Nepal and our organization been doing since many years for the girls empowering. It's been changed lots now, and then many girls who did their high school and then they became a guide, and then many of them they went to the abroad, like in Japan, in Korea or in USA for the student visa for the further studies. Yeah.
Wow. So the culture's changing, and you're a big part of it.
Yes. Now is culture is changed, and then the old people are very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's, even though I'm from the US, you're from Nepal, it's still similar sorts of problems
Yes.
and changing of culture as time goes on.
Yes.
And I'm sure, as we get more and more connected via, phones and things like that,
Yes.
we've become more integrated.
Yes.
What else do you want people to know about FHC or Take on Nepal or anything you want to share?
So FSC, the Prince of Himalayan Children, the guy from our village. So I already mentioned him, the Som Tamang.
Mm-hmm.
Age of 12 years, he ran away from the village because that time didn't have a school in the Pradesh in our village and then around there. And then he came down to the Kathmandu, and then he have been working in Kathmandu as a servant and as a labor and anything, whatever he gets job in Kathmandu. And then he met one people from the Australia to share his stories, and then he get the visa for the Australia for the student. And then when he get there, and then he married with the Australian people, and then he established the Prince of Himalayan Children because he knows the community situation, and then he knows the girls are where is they doing struggling, and then he established the Prince of Himalayan Children, and then after that many people who've been supporting for the Prince of Himalayan Children, they came to the Nepal. They want to see where is their money is going, and then where his money is using, and then when they came to the Nepal, and then they want to go trekking and they want to do some tour in Nepal, but that time we didn't have a trek in Nepal. So Prince of Himalayan Children giving education, and then the Som Tamang, he's the director of the Tech in Nepal. He established the Tech in Nepal. He provides the job for the who are the educate from the Prince of Himalayan Children, and then he giving job from the Tech in Nepal for those people. And then yeah, it's been very good connection and very good collaboration each other's, and always helping each other. That's very good for our community and for us also.
Very good to help people and just be kind to others. And our mutual friend who we're on this trip with, Donna, she's been a big help too, hasn't she?
Yes, she's been helping her 36 students.
Wow.
They are doing high school now. So she sent money to continue her high school in Kathmandu. Yeah, that's very great for us.
Wow, that's amazing. And she came back, this is what, her third trek with you?
Yeah, third trek with me.
So you must be doing something right.
Yes.
No, she told me about you when she mentioned this trek coming up. And actually, I did a podcast episode with her a long time ago, and she mentioned you. But she said that it would be a lot of fun, and Anil's great, and you'll have a lot of fun on this trip. And I was like, all right, I have to do it. Yes. And I can say it's been a blast getting to know you and learning from you, and just going on this trek with you and having you as my guide. So I really appreciate you and all the work that you do. It's really amazing and inspiring.
So thank you for everything. And then you came to Nepal and then trekking with me, and then yes, this is great opportunity for me also. It's trekking in the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna make you famous.
Yeah, I will be so happy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll definitely have to have you, speak to the Rotary clubs in the U.S. because I'm a big part of that. and in other places around the world, and maybe we can help you out and help the organization out as well. I think that'd be a really worthwhile endeavor.
Yes. Yes, it will be great for us if we get more support from the America, USA also.
Mm-hmm.
We can do many things, and then we can do more changing.
Yeah.
Than what we're doing.
Yeah. And I think that just makes the world a better place.
Yes.
Anything else that you want to share, Anil?
I think everything I covered.
Oh.
But I'm not sure. Yeah.
If we forgot something, we can do a part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Maybe after we get back here.
Yes.
After we've been to base camp.
Yes.
Still a ways to go, but I'm excited for it. So,
yes.
Yeah. And how do you say thank you in Nepali?
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Yes.
Well, Dhanyavad, Anil, and yeah, thank you so much for taking the time and making sure I don't die on this mountain.
So yeah, you are welcome, and then thank you for you also, and then giving this opportunity talking on the podcast. Many people will listening to me, and then what we're doing, and then what is the Friends of Himalayan Children, the organization, and then what is the Tech in Nepal.
Yep.
Yes, that will be great for us.
Yep, I love it. That's why I started this podcast, was to give people the opportunity to share those things and share it with the world as much as we can. So hopefully that helps you out, and yeah, we'll keep trekking.
Yes, of course.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey everybody, Kyle here. If you enjoyed today's show and want more, you can always check out every episode on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and now Amazon Music as well. Just search for Our Travel Experiences on any of those platforms and it will pop up. You can also find everything all in one place on my website, ourtravelexp.com. And if you want to see my travel pictures as well as travel pictures from guests on the show, you can check them out on Instagram. The page is called Our Travel Experiences Podcast. And if you want to share your own pictures on the Instagram page or be a guest on the podcast, you can message me via that Instagram page or email me at ourtravelexperiences@outlook.com. I would love to see your pictures and hear about your travel experiences, so please send them my way. And if that isn't enough for you, make sure to check out my weekly YouTube show, From Around the World Fridays. Every Friday, I'm taking 5 to 10 minutes to answer questions from listeners, share some souvenirs that I bought over the years, share my postcards over the years that I've accumulated, or share videos and pictures from one particular city or country that I visited, and so much more. So check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed, and make sure you go subscribe to that as well. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you somewhere around the world soon. Thank you to all the listeners and subscribers of this podcast. It's amazing that I get the opportunity to do this and, talk to all of these amazing people around the world and hear their stories and share it with you. It's been a dream doing this. It's a lot of fun, and I'm excited to keep moving forward with it. As always, the subscriptions, $3 of the monthly subscription goes towards providing school supplies to kids in need around the world. And I'll be providing more updates on those, on progress with that as time moves along. But again, hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next week for another inspiring story and great episode. Have a great week. See you next time.